Well, Bob, I heard the thunder
Yes.
boom. We had some stuff to do in between shows, so I didn't make it outside, but I assume
Right.
it was very rainy and lots of thunder.
Lots of
lightning.
thunder, lots of lightning, and get a look at this lightning shot sent in by Dylan John Wade Cox, and he goes around town sometimes sending these pictures in. Very dramatic shot. You can see that lightning strike actually hits the bridge, the Ringling Bridge right there, and he said he was never so scared in his life. It was so close to him right there, and thunder occurred immediately after it hit, so you know it was close, and luckily no one was hurt as far as the reports go with that. And get a look at these guys. Not the best thing to do. This is before that big storm moved on in. This is at the Legacy in Lakewood Ranch. This looks like the third hole, par 3. Mark Bruce sending this one in, and I'm sure they did not get to finish their round as those storms quickly moved in. And I mentioned this wall cloud, if you will. It's a big gust front out ahead of this heavy rainfall. Janet Russo from Bradenton got this dramatic looking shot. And then finally, Siesta Key. A nice rainbow there. Maria Rose, the better half of Cliff Rose, who's a photographer around town, getting that brilliant shot, at least a partial rainbow. Appreciate all those coming in, and you can go to mysuncoast.com and see some more there too by clicking on news and then scrolling down and clicking on photos. Get a look at this. Again, heavy rainfall, Lakewood Ranch, and then captured just around 8:30 or so. You can see a partial rainbow there too. So skies cleared out, and it has been very dramatic 2 days in a row of heavy rain, storms, and then a nice finish as things have come to an end now across the area, and it has cooled things down. That's one of the benefits of these afternoon showers and storms. That really has a tendency to cool things off and make for a nice start tomorrow morning. But then we'll finish again with showers and storms in the off. And you see all this lightning coming together as the east coast and southeast wind kind of meet, and then it really flares up right here along the Suncoast, and then it drifts off to the west, which is fairly typical for summer months here, although there are times that does change around a little bit. As far as rainfall estimates go, we showed these earlier. Some of these in 3-inch range now, just north of Northport and near Arcadia. Lesser amounts, so in northwest Bradenton, although yesterday there into Palmetto and Bradenton, they had at least 2 inches of rain. 76 now at the airport. It's clear. The dew point is at 70. Winds are out of the east at 8. And the pressure now 30-13. That's high and continues to rise. The high today was 95 degrees. 2 days in a row we topped at 95, and 96 the record set in 1932. This morning's low was at 76, which is our current temperature, and had some rainfall today. We're doing pretty well now. We're getting back to almost close to normal. All it would take is one big storm to develop right over the airport to bring us back to normal for the month. 82 in Jacksonville, 77 in Orlando, 78 now into Miami, and temperatures all around town now, mid-70s. Quite nice in Avon Park, Sebring at 75 degrees, a little bit warmer right near the water at Bradenton Beach at 78. And we continue to show that dry air in the tropics. Good news on the tropical front. With all this dry air in place, it inhibits development of tropical systems, so not a big concern at this point as this continues to work its way toward the west. This first round looks like we'll miss our area. However, some of this will entrain, I think, later on down next week and put a possible stop to our afternoon and evening storms. We'll see how that plays out next week. But for tonight, no more storms. And then tomorrow, a few isolated cells around 3, and then building stronger into the early evening hours. And they will then wind down, and we'll see more again throughout the day on Friday with showers and storms in the forecast. Some of those could be heavy, and there's a possibility of some severe storms too. Temperatures, it's still warm in Toronto. They were into the mid-90s there today. 84 degrees, 74 in Cleveland, and 92 into Dallas, 105 in Phoenix. A light shot for boaters. We'll start off with the southeast wind, turn to the southwest, and at around 5 to 10 knots. The UV index will stay high with a lot of sunshine in the morning, going lower in the evening. High tide, or I should say late afternoon. High tide at 9:44. We had that. Low tide will be at 2:42. And the forecast tonight. The evening storms are gone for the most part. A few showers still exist off in the Gulf of Mexico. And then tomorrow, the summer pattern continues. A high near 92. Some of the storms could be strong. The extended forecast does call for a good chance for showers and storms right through the next 7 days, with highs fairly typical.